Have you ever caught someone staring at you and the second your eyes met, they looked away? Or maybe they remember the smallest things you say, details even you forget? Here's the thing. Love doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it hides in quiet moments, in subtle behaviors, in the way someone's entire face changes when they see you. Most people miss these signs because they're waiting for the obvious. But real love, it often whispers before it shouts. Today we're diving into 7 deep psychological signs that someone secretly loves you. These aren't surface-level tips. These are the unmistakable behaviors that reveal what words won't say. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. You might even realize someone's been showing you love all along. So let's get into it. Sign number 1, they remember everything you say. When someone secretly loves you, your words become precious to them. And I'm not just talking about remembering your birthday or your favorite food. I'm talking about the deep stuff. They remember that random story you told 2 months ago about your childhood pet. They bring up the book you mentioned wanting to read. They ask how that thing went. You know, that thing you barely remember telling them about. Here's why this matters. When we love someone, our brain actually prioritizes information about them. It's called selective attention. In a world full of noise and distraction, we filter out what doesn't matter and lock on to what does. So if someone consistently remembers the little details of your life, it's not because they have a great memory. It's because you occupy a special place in their mind. You matter to them in a way that most people don't. Think about it. In a world where everyone's half listening and constantly distracted, someone who truly hears you is rare. That kind of attention isn't casual. It's not polite interest. That's love showing up quietly, making sure every word you say is worth keeping. Sign number 2, their body instinctively turns toward you. Our bodies don't lie. Even when we're trying to play it cool, our physical presence reveals the truth. When someone secretly loves you, watch what happens in group settings. Their feet point toward you. Their shoulders face you, even when they're talking to someone else. They lean in closer when you speak, like they don't want to miss a single word. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't something they're doing on purpose. It's completely instinctive. Psychologists call this the orienting response. When we're drawn to something or someone, our body naturally aligns itself in that direction. It's magnetic. It's automatic. Their entire being is pulled toward you, even in a crowded room full of people. Picture this. You're at a party or a gathering. You glance across the room, and even though they're mid-conversation with someone else, their body is angled toward you. Their attention might be split, but their orientation, that's all you. That unconscious pull isn't random. It's their heart speaking through their body, saying what their words haven't said yet. Pay attention to where someone positions themselves. The body always knows first. Sign number 3, they mirror your energy and emotions. Here's something beautiful that happens when someone secretly loves you. They become emotionally synchronized with you. If you're excited about something, they light up with you. If you're going through a rough time, their face softens with genuine concern. They start mirroring your gestures without realizing it. The way you laugh, how you tilt your head, even the rhythm of how you speak. This isn't imitation. It's something much deeper. Psychologists call it limbic resonance. It's a brain-to-brain connection where two people's emotional states start to align. It happens on a neurological level, and it's one of the most powerful indicators of love because it shows true empathy. They're not just hearing your feelings, they're actually feeling them with you. Have you ever noticed someone unconsciously copying the way you cross your arms or lean back in your chair? That's not coincidence. That's their subconscious mind saying, I'm with you, I'm on your wavelength. When someone mirrors you like this, it means they're tuned into you in a way that goes beyond words. Their emotions dance with yours. Their energy matches yours. That kind of connection? That's rare. And it's one of the clearest signs that what they feel for you runs deep. Sign number 4, they create reasons to be near you. Someone who secretly loves you will find ways, sometimes clever, sometimes a little awkward, to be in your space. They show up at the coffee shop you mentioned you like. They volunteer for the same project at work. They take the long way just to walk past where you are. They ask questions they probably already know the answers to, just to keep the conversation going a little longer. And if you pay close attention, you'll notice a pattern. Psychologists call this proximity-seeking behavior. When we love someone, being near them literally activates our brain's reward system. Your presence makes them feel good on a chemical level, so they unconsciously look for reasons to be close to you. It might seem subtle at first, maybe even coincidental, but when it keeps happening, that's intentional, even if they don't fully realize it themselves. Think about it. Out of all the places they could be, all the people they could spend time with, they keep ending up near you. They find excuses. They create opportunities. They linger a little longer than necessary. That's not random. That's their heart quietly leading them to where you are. So next time someone seems to always be around, don't brush it off. Their presence isn't an accident. It's a choice their heart is making for them. Sign number 5, they protect your reputation. This one runs deep. When someone secretly loves you, they defend you even when you're not in the room. If someone speaks negatively about you, they step in. They correct the narrative. They highlight your strengths and shut down unfair criticism. And here's what makes this so powerful. They do it whether you'll ever find out about it or not. There's no audience, no recognition, no thank you coming their way. They do it simply because they can't stand the thought of you being misunderstood or mistreated. Psychologists link this to a protective instinct combined with deep respect. Your well-being matters to them on a visceral level. It's not just about liking you. It's about genuinely caring what happens to you, how you're perceived, how you're treated. Most people will stay silent when gossip flows. They'll nod along or just avoid the conversation. But someone who loves you, they become your silent guardian, your unseen defender. Imagine this. Somewhere, in a conversation you'll never hear, someone is speaking up for you, protecting your name, standing in your corner when it would be easier to stay quiet. That's not casual affection. That's not friendship doing the bare minimum. That's love showing up with loyalty, even in the shadows. Sign number 6, they notice your subtle mood shifts. Most people only notice when you're obviously happy or clearly upset. But someone who secretly loves you, they catch the details everyone else misses. They sense when you're saying you're fine, but you're not really fine. They notice when your smile doesn't quite reach your eyes. They pick up on that slight shift in your tone, that quietness that's just a little different than usual. And they ask, "Hey, are you okay?" when everyone else assumes you are. This level of awareness doesn't happen by accident. It requires deep observation and genuine emotional investment. Psychologists call this affective empathy, the ability to sense and share another person's emotional state. It only develops when someone is truly paying attention to you, not just hearing your words, but studying the space between them, watching how you carry yourself, noticing what you don't say. Think about how rare that is. In a world where everyone's distracted and surface level, someone is actually seeing you. The real you, not just the version you show the world, but the one you try to hide when things get heavy. There's something deeply comforting about being seen this way. To have someone notice the parts of you that you keep quiet, that's intimacy, that's connection, that's love recognizing love, even in the silence. Sign number 7, they light up when they see you. This is perhaps the most telling sign of all. When someone who secretly loves you sees you, even unexpectedly, their entire face changes. Their eyes brighten. Their smile becomes genuine, spreading all the way to their eyes. There's this visible lift in their energy, like you just walked in carrying sunshine with you. And here's what makes this so powerful. This reaction is almost impossible to fake. It's controlled by the brain's limbic system, the emotional center that operates before we can think or control ourselves. Psychologists call it the Duchenne smile, a genuine smile that involves both the mouth and the eyes. When we see someone we love, our brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, those feel-good hormones, and the joy becomes visible on our face before we can stop it. Watch for it next time. That split second when they first notice you, before they have time to compose themselves or play it cool. That unguarded moment of pure, reflexive joy. You might catch them mid-conversation with someone else, and the second you walk in, their whole expression shifts. Everything softens. Everything brightens. That moment right there, that's their heart revealing what their words might not be ready to say yet. Because you can rehearse what you're going to say to someone, you can plan how to act around them, but you can't control that instant spark of joy when you see them. That reaction is honest, it's real, and it's love. So there you have it, 7 deep signs that someone secretly loves you. Here's what I want you to remember. Real love isn't always loud. It doesn't always come with big declarations or perfect timing. Sometimes it shows up quietly, in how someone remembers, how they listen, how they protect you when you're not looking, how they see you when you think no one's paying attention. If you recognize these signs in someone, maybe it's worth exploring. And if you don't settle. You deserve someone who shows up for you in these meaningful ways. Love should make you feel seen, valued, and cherished, not just in words, but in consistent action. Trust what you notice. Pay attention to the patterns. And remember, you're worth someone whose secret love eventually becomes brave enough to speak. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Drop a comment and tell me which sign surprised you most, or if you've experienced any of these. And subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and relationships. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.